Like and subscribe. This is the Nightly Fix powered by Foolish Club Media. Please head to our YouTube channel and please hit that like and subscribe. Please hit that like and subscribe. You get everything you want. It is a Wednesday. You get Brian's World, which is out today. The Block Podcast, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Show and BK. Beach season. You got it all right here on Foolish Club Media. And obviously you can get the Nightly Fix every single night. Osita's still out. That's all right. We'll get his bum ass back in. And by the way, a couple of things with Osita. Serda, you have tied the fantasy matchup now. It is now 3-3 in a thrilling competition last week. All right. Everybody, for the most part, performed. Osita had Dan Jones, Saquon Barkley, who finally had a big game, and CeeDee Lamb. You had Mahomes, and then Jonathan Taylor, who is just a safe bet every week, and Jamar Chase. You won, by the way, 81-70.
Yeah, I should really be up 4-3, but it's fine. Ripped off 4 in a row after starting 0-3.
Yeah, you had a preseason game in there, but tied up 3-3. So we'll see if his ass is back. This may be what he might be. He may be stalling to miss Thursday so he doesn't get to pick his team. Although I think it is a little bit more serious than that. But he may be stalling to not pick his team. But 3-3, shout out to you. There's a lot to get to. Again, congratulations to Aiden Hutchinson. Shout out to Aiden Hutchinson. Just got him a 4-year, $141 million deal with the Lions. By the way, real quick, did you think that Aiden Hutchinson would be this good? What is he? Would you say he's definitely a top 10 defensive player? Maybe, I'd say top 10. I don't know about top 5, but did you think he would be this good?
I thought he was going to be good. I understand in that draft class who went number 1 overall, Trayvon Walker. Which he's been a serviceable player, but he hasn't been anything close to what Aiden Hutchinson.
That's what I thought Aiden Hutchinson was going to be. Like, you know what? I thought Aiden Hutchinson would be George Karlaftis.
Yeah.
That's it for the Chiefs. I thought he'd be George Karlaftis, a really good run stopper, but no, he is. Yeah, he is one of the best pass rushers in the game.
And really, like, George, it makes you like put in perspective like how team friendly George's contract is for the Chiefs, because like their pressure numbers are fairly similar this season. But Aiden Hutchinson, it's like when you look at it, like Aiden Hutchinson's obviously the better player. But yeah, he's been awesome. Like he is everything to that Lions defense that still is struggling, like even years later. But he is the one guy that like keeps them in games on that side of the ball.
Because right after you get past Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, I mean, I
think Nick Bosa when he's healthy.
I think he's probably better than Bosa right now, because this is what, 2 straight years of Nick Bosa.
Yeah,
like I would put him above. Now, obviously, he had that catastrophic injury last year, but he was probably leading the defensive player in the award winner at the point of his injury.
Brian Burns has been an absolute monster this year.
Nick Benito is underrated. He's really good with Denver. But I mean, like, I don't know that I would put those guys ahead of him right now. I mean, he is clearly the number 1 threat on the defense that people are trying to stop, and he still wrecks games, right? So shout out to Aiden Hutchinson. A lot better. Now, I thought I would have selected him over Walker, but I didn't think either one of them would be game changers, right? But he's a game changer. Maybe Will Anderson's up in there, Daniil Hunter, but I think he's better than those guys when it comes to his effect in rushing the passer. Shout out to him. I do want to I want to address something a little personal. Steve, I'm in it, man. And I don't care about it, man. This is one thing that I do enjoy about myself is I'll try to get on the horse 1,000 times. All right, now I've gotten myself back on the horse of the all right, let's get healthy, let's drop some of this weight now. Again, I had a little run there where I just said F it, and I'm just banging out 32-ounce strawberry and green apple
That's
margarita.
something I've never had problems with, like the sugar and the sweet stuff.
Oh yeah, man!
It's like I can just burritos, burgers, pizza. Like I can just crush all of it.
Yeah, for me, I'm not a big snacks and sweets, but like there's like I'm in Houston, so there's a daiquiri spot where you could just roll and leave, and I'm bypassing two sizes, and I'm banging out that 32-ounce, and I'm mixing the strawberry and the green apple, maybe dash a pineapple in there sometimes when I'm really feeling frisky. But I was about a month there. I was rolling about 2 of those a week, and maybe more. So I could smoke one right now. I really could. But shout out to Chat GPT. You use Chat GPT?
No, I don't. I make it a point not to use AI of any kind. I like to think for myself.
Okay. Good for yourself. Okay. I just typed into Chat GPT. All right, this is what I'm looking for, man. I don't want to do.
It's bad for the environment too. So
it's not. I don't want to. I almost thought about doing a carnivore diet. I looked at that. That just doesn't make sense. Just to eat butter and certain cheeses and just meat. I'm sure that's just not where I want to rally. I just wanted to find something sort of where I didn't have to just take out an entire food group, and be able to have a well-rounded diet and try to figure out what I could do. I lost 123 pounds in 2021. Between 2020 and 2021, I lost 123 pounds, but I just absolutely took out any type of dairy, any type of carbs, not all carbs, but most carbs, no bread, no drinks, which actually that has helped. I have stayed with the zero sugar stuff for the most part until I go bang out those daiquiris and margaritas. But I just took out, I only ate meat once a day for dinner. Like I took out a lot of stuff at work, but then as soon as I incorporated like, oh, okay, I'd like to have a turkey sandwich, or I'd like to have a little rice or something like that, it obviously it shot right back up. And I just want to do something well-rounded. So sent out, hey, Chat GPT, I'm looking to lose this certain amount of weight in this time frame. I want a well-rounded meal. I want can you set me up with 7-day plan workout to go along with it? And that motherfucker and my imagination is what it did. And bam, printed me out a whole 7-step process. And it told me, all right, which grocery store you want to go to? It had the grocery list and the aisles to get them in. And it banged it out. And I'm on day 3 this week of it. I'm feeling pretty good. Nice. And the thing that pisses me off the most, Serda, and this happens often, like I actually enjoy many of the meals and the food. I just don't do it regularly. I just won't eat it. Like today I had the last 2 days of breakfast were just delicious. But I would never make it. Like, me, I'm trying to, let me get that biscuits and gravy. Let me get sausage. And today they put it out, and I get the breakfast for today. And it was an omelet or scramble that had mushrooms, green peppers, and spinach, and a piece of toast where I could put a tablespoon of butter on there. Man, it was good. Yeah. I was pour it up, and I just sit there in anger of like, damn, why don't I just eat this? It's good. It's not like, oh, I hate it. It's good.
It's when I was at my lightest, like last year, like I got down to like 165 pounds, but it was because I was like not drinking alcohol at all. I was and not being hungover and stuff too was like
Causes you to be
perfect for
hungry.
me to just stick to like dieting and eating healthy all the time. And so I just dropped a bunch of weight. And you feel better too. And it's like it's good food, but then it's like you get busy and you're like, and let me just go hit Culver's or something because it sounds good, or Chipotle.
Let me run by. Yeah, my snack was let me run by that McDonald's and get two McChickens with cheese on there. Let me bang those out.
Yeah, it's just easy to fall back into it. And then like for me, it's really I'm pretty good at eating healthy during the week, but then relationship obligations and stuff on the weekends, you run around and it's like haven't had time to eat anything. You're like, let's go get pizza or something, and then it just stacks up.
Yeah, the weekend is the test, right? The weekend is probably the test because you're around. But I remember you have the stuff prepared. The thing is for me is I know I can do it. As I said, in 11 months, I dropped 123 pounds. So I know that I can do it. Now, I will not lie, that COVID period helped me because there just wasn't anywhere to go or to do anything. So it helped me a little bit more. But even here, even ChatGPT is telling me weekend stuff and where places to go, and the wife is doing it too at the same time. So that helps. But I'm just like, damn. Like yesterday, I had oats with a scoop of whey protein powder with some almond butter and some apples. Oh my God, that shit was so good.
It's a lot of places now too. You can get like the healthier options.
Yeah.
Because like I'm back up to like 185 pounds now, but it's just like when I go to Chick-fil-A, I don't want the grilled chicken nuggets. Like I want a spicy chicken breakfast burrito. Like that's what I want when I go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. No, but I'm on the horse again. But that's the thing is, man, I'm like, it's not like the food is nasty. It's good. I feel like you said, I feel better after I ate it. I'm like, damn, I could do this. But nah, your ass got to go and get a sausage McMuffin and a hash brown. Let's not bullshit about it. Let's grab two hash browns.
I can't do McDonald's breakfast because I'll get 2 or 3 sandwiches.
I mean, because to me, I got to do 2 hash browns because I breaks up one of the hash browns and puts it on the sandwich, and then I use the other one as a side.
Sometimes I'll get 2 McMuffins and a sausage biscuit, or if I'm like real hungry, I'll go with the breakfast bagel and then like a couple breakfast burritos or something. I can't go to McDonald's for breakfast.
Yeah, they do. They do have it on. When we drove back from Kansas City, the kids wanted Burger King because they got like French toast sticks and stuff like that. And so we stopped in like Joplin, Missouri to get like some Burger King. I forgot about those croissants, those sandwiches. I hadn't had Burger King in a while, man.
They have those breakfast burritos too. I used to go there every day.
Clearly you are a breakfast burrito connoisseur. This is
I love breakfast.
This is, but no, not just breakfast, burritos. You told us about the spicy chicken burrito sandwich at Chick-fil-A. You spun around and gave us the spicy or the burritos at McDonald's. Wow. And now when Burger King was brought up, you went right down to the burrito. And nobody talks about burritos at Burger King. Nobody.
Shout out Taco Naco here in Kansas City. They got this monster
Taco
chorizo breakfast burrito. Oh my God, it's so good.
Taco Naco? Where's that at?
There's a bunch of them now. They just started popping up in the past few years. There was one on 83rd in Metcalf. Now there's one on 79th and State Line, and there's like a bunch of them now.
I'm looking this up. I've never seen this.
It's like a nice like it's like kind of like a fast casual like taco place.
And there's one in Westport?
Yeah, they got a bunch of options, and it's fantastic. Like it's just really good. I love it.
I'll be back in November. I'm going to go check that out. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. See, that's how it gets started.
The tacos, great.
Did you hear that?
Burritos, great. Everything I've had there is awesome.
I'm up here talking about, all right, man, get back on the horse. Oh, bet. All it took was for me to go look at it, listen to you talk about
it. You got to get the burrito XL. with the Chipotle sauce.
I mean, that fat can come quick on me, boy. I mean, it can just come back quick on me. Hey, last night we talked about like that, like there are no great teams. It's kind of been the story of the year, and it looks like maybe if the Chiefs, handle Buffalo like they've been handling these teams, or like they did the Lions a couple of weeks back, then maybe we may change that. And there is potentially a great team, and there's a line between others. But with that, there's a lot of teams, Serda, that have like good records in the league, or winning records in the league, that I really don't know if they're good or not. like there are a lot. We talked about yesterday. There's a lot of bad teams, but there's a lot of teams that have really good records. Like, for instance, the 49ers are 5-3. Are they good? Like, are the San Francisco 49ers good? They're 5-3. They've somehow
really think they're that good.
I don't think they're good.
They've got too many defensive injuries, and it's not just like injuries where guys are coming back. They lost their 2 stars on defense, and they're not coming back this season. Like, there's just no way they're going to be able to overcome that.
But then they've won some games where you're like, how did the hell did they dominate? Like the Falcons, the way they did, especially what the Falcons did to the Bills the week before, and they
because I think the Falcons are just bad.
Yeah, but how the Falcons do what they did to the Bills?
Because it's the NFL and it's weird, and sometimes
they've had a lot of moments like that, and then like that game we sat here and did the nightly fix several Thursdays ago, and they had everybody out. They beat that Rams team on the road in overtime. No George Kittle. They had everyone out. And they beat. I'm with you, though. I don't think they're that good. That team you have right there, the Chargers. Are the Chargers good? Like, are they a good team? What are the Chargers?
I think when Joe Alt is healthy, I think the Chargers are a pretty formidable team.
So you would put them in a good team category.
Yes, their offense is legitimately good. Their defense has some issues, but it's a lot better when Khalil Mack is back in the lineup. I think that's the problem, is they don't have a ton of star pass rushers. So when old Khalil Mack gets hurt, then their defense kind of falls apart.
And unlike the Niners, and we're starting to see it already, unlike the Niners, they have been riddled with injuries, but they got injuries coming back, right? Except for Slater. Like, I think Alt and Khalil Mack are already back, right? I'm certain. I know Joe Alt. I think I saw both of them play in the game against the Vikings.
Last week, yeah.
So they're back. I think they're good, because I do think, like, the first 3 weeks. Now we know the Raiders aren't as good, but the first 3 weeks, they beat the Chiefs, they beat the Broncos. Now the Raiders aren't good. Now, obviously, I think that's a different Chiefs team that they faced, but they looked every bit as a good team. I think it was alarming to see how bad it was against the Colts, and then what the hell happened against the Giants. And I think they got another bad loss in there somewhere to get them into 3 losses. But I'm with you. If they're healthy and right, they're like, I don't think the Bears are good. Like, the Bears are 4-3, right? They
lost to the Commanders as well.
Oh, they lost. Oh, that's right, at home to the Commanders, right? But the Bears, they just lost to Tyler Huntley and that damn Ravens defense that's been terrible. And I know the Ravens had some guys get back and get healthy, but I mean that's a Ravens team that got absolutely destroyed by the Texans at home, 44-10 or something like that. For the Steelers, I do not in any way believe in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think they're a good team. I don't know even how they're 4-3.
The Bears and Steelers both have
similar.
Just massive red flag issues.
Which is inconsistent.
And their offensive line is legitimately bad. Their defense, while lacking in talent, has played a little bit better recently. So I think their defense is a little bit better than the way it started the year. but Caleb Williams, unless he like takes some big strides over the second half of the season, like is probably going to hold them back. And then the Steelers, it's Aaron Rodgers still has a little bit left in the tank, but he's still limited at this stage of his career. And I think their offense is all right, but their defense is straight up bad. Like their defense is not good.
And it doesn't make sense with the guys they have over there. Like some of the guys are maybe a little old, but like older, but TJ Watt is still there. He's not bad. Is Highsmith hurt or something? He's over there on the other side.
I think
the back end is
their defense for a long time had gotten by on the fact that like TJ Watt was a game wrecker and they created a lot of turnovers. And this season, they're not doing that. And so it's like if TJ Watt can't wreck games week after week, their secondary is not very good, and they don't have a lot of other stars anymore. And so their defense has just fallen apart.
I mean, it was more than just that. I mean, they were like right now. You think you could guess? They're 4-3 leading their division, and they were 4-2 before that game last week. But they're 4-3 leading their division. And what do you just total offense wise? 32 teams. Where do you think they rank total offense?
I'd say like 16.
What do you think they rank total defense in the
NFL? Probably 28th.
They're 27th in total offense and 30th in total defense. How in the hell are they?
I thought they had some higher scoring games than that. Like,
I thought I was surprised when I saw what their total offense was too. I thought it was better than that, but they're 27th in total offense and 30th in total defense. That is insane.
That's why like the Steelers,
they're above 500 leading their division.
They're never going to fire Tomlin because he's always going to have him just good enough. And the Steelers could wind up being, a 500 team this season and, maybe sniffing a postseason bid, but like, they're not very good. And that's why like that I understand, like, it seemed like the relationship was broken with George Pickens, but then like getting DK, trading away Pickens, like it never made a ton of sense because like their offense, like, DK Metcalf is a good player and he's having an okay season, but like it's all like when you dive into his numbers, like it's all like none of it feels like it is sustainable because Aaron Rodgers doesn't throw the ball down the field a ton anymore. A lot of it is around the line of scrimmage, get the ball out quick because he's just got absolutely no mobility left.
Yeah, those teams. You just don't see, hey, division leader above 500. And they're 27th and 30th, right? Like you said, like we look at some teams, like the Texans are 3-4. They have a great defense, and their offense is below average to awful at times. But you can at least see, all right, they're keeping these games intact and winning some of these games because of their defense. I don't know how the Steelers are winning these games. When they not have below average, they have bad offense and bad defense, according to the numbers. It is really tricky. And then another team, like a team that beat the Chiefs, like the Jags are 4-3. Again, they're to me, I think I believe in them more than teams like the Steelers and the Bears. But like I don't know if they're good.
I think they're a more well-rounded team than either the Steelers or the Bears. Like, I think they're coming out of a bye week now too, so maybe they have really had some time to like adjust some things and try to figure out like what wasn't necessarily working. Because I do think their offense is a lot better than what they put together over their first 7 games of the season. And
you can tell they're well coached. They're like Liam Cohen's a good coach.
And it feels like there's a lot more to be had with the offensive weapons that they have, I think. And also like Trevor can play better. I don't think Trevor's been very impressive this season. And then their defense has really been the biggest surprise because I did not think their defense was going to be good this season. And their defense has been pretty solid. Like they've really gotten a lot out of that side of the ball so far this year. Like I think they're a much more balanced team than either the Steelers or the Bears.
They're a more balanced team, but they're also you brought up with DK Metcalf in particular the word sustainable, and that's my thing with the Jags. And I think not just their defense, but I think this is a big part of their team. Like, they're 15th in total defense. And even they're 25th in points, right? They're allowing 21 a game. They're 25th. I'm sorry, they're 15th in points. They're allowing 22 points a game and 19th in total defense. They're 19th in total defense and giving up 22 points a game, which puts them 15th. And that's not great. That's middle of the pack. But what really picks them up is they lead in turnovers by a mile, like forcing turnovers. Like that has been, I think that has been the story of their early season. And they don't just get turnovers as we saw them against the Chiefs. They get turnovers and they score or they get close to scoring, right? They've got, I think they've got it. They got 4 or 5 games where they've got 3 turnovers or more in those games, right? Like so they do that a lot. That I wonder if that is sustainable. If that is sustainable, which they're not showing to be a great defense like Houston or Kansas City, teams like that, but they're getting turnovers. And I think the turnovers are really helping their offense, which, as you said, probably hasn't been as good as they would have thought it would be, but they've gotten turnovers in short fields, and they've been really opportunistic in being able to capitalize on that in those games. So, to me, that's the thing with me is I wonder if their stuff is sustainable with the turnovers. Go ahead.
I mean, I really want to see what their offense looks like coming out of their bye week, because I just feel like I think Brian Thomas has obviously had a rough start to the year, but like we know he's an immensely talented wide receiver. And then we saw them right before the bye, like finally be like, okay, Travis Hunter's an offensive player and let's start game planning for him instead of treating him like he's a part-time offensive player, part-time defensive player. That way he can actually grow as a wide receiver, because this back and forth stuff, like the NFL is just too complicated to do that. And it's not to say that I don't think Travis Hunter could be a successful cornerback. It's like when you're a rookie in the NFL and you're trying to learn a complicated offense, and then on top of that, trying to learn a defense, like I think it's just too much for any player to try to do that. And so if they're going to commit to him on the offensive side of the ball, I think Jacksonville has a lot more to bring to the table on the offensive side of the ball, especially if they can get things figured out with Trevor.
Yeah. So it's weird, man. This is a weird NFL season. You got division leaders. I just don't even know if they're good. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how good the Patriots are. I think they're good.
I don't think the Patriots are like, I think what makes them good is that Drake May has been tremendous. Like Drake May is legitimately like running away with the second-year quarterback award. Like he looks like a legitimate superstar quarterback, and he has been amazing this season. And so that obviously makes a huge difference. But it feels like also like May has been so good that they are absolutely maximizing the hell out of this thing with inferior talent to some of these other teams. And I don't know if that's super sustainable, but it's just like, man, Drake May just might be that good, though, that he can carry this team to the postseason this year. And so, like, I'm buying into Drake May more than I am, like, the talent of the overall Patriots.
Well, the Buffalo game is going a long way, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it should. I mean, that's a huge win. I think that changes. But, I mean, you look at it, and it's hard because it's like, all right, they've played the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Panthers, the Saints, the Titans, and the Browns. And they still got the Falcons up next at home. They got the Jets and the Bengals and the Giants on this schedule, right? The Jets again, the Dolphins again. Like some of this is like, all right, boy, okay, we'll see. Like I think they got a couple of games. They got another Buffalo game at home. They got the Bucks coming up in a couple of weeks. Those games will be able to kind of learn a little bit more about them. But I mean, I think they're good. You go into Buffalo and do what they did. And like you said, the most important position, Drake May is playing his ass off. So I think they're pretty good. I think they're probably very Colts-like, with how you feel. Where it's just like, boy, there's a lot of doo-doo teams on that schedule, but it's hard to deny where they are. All right,
I don't buy the Broncos really.
So you don't think like the Broncos?
I think their defense is really, really good, but they are going to lose Pat Surtain here for a little bit. I just don't buy Bo Nix, and I don't buy like their overall offense.
They've had some unexplained, like some games where you're like, but then they came back and beat the Eagles.
Yeah, but
on
it's
the
weird
road
because it's like they have these games where they're one of those teams where it's like they're just on the fringe of like, are they actually good or like can they play like this consistently? Where they have these like explosion games, and then they have games where it's like they can't get a first down.
Yeah, they're inconsistent. I think they're good, right? Like they beat the Eagles the way they did on the road. Now they do have a couple of wins where like everything had to go right in the fourth quarter for them. But I mean, what you're right is that 13-11 ball game against the Jets was a real eye opener, because any list that I see people make, Serda, like any list where I see the top 5 teams, and that's a popular thing to do. The top 5, they're never even on it or considered on any list that I ever see, and they're 6-2. And they've got wins on the road against Philly. They probably should have beat the Colts. But that 2-week stretch, sort of where they played the New York teams, and they should have lost to the Jets. They won 13-11. Just they got no quarterback play, and then the Giants game, they were down 26-8 with 5 or 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they somehow won that game and scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. So I don't know. I think they're a good team. I just think they're an inconsistent team that you could clearly see. They're one of those sort of that can beat anybody, excuse me, or they could lose to anybody.
Yeah.
Like literally the Jets. Like that game, I'm sitting there thinking, come on, man, this ain't that. But they're 6-2. And you got to look at it. A lot of people really scoffed and really came down on me about my baseball extra innings theory and proposal. Now, I'm not surprised. Sometimes when people have unique and forward-thinking thoughts that are not towards the norm, which I can have at times, people aren't ready to deal with it. Like that one time, I really believed in it and had that conversation. And I said, if you took the best of the best athletes in the United States and you allowed them to train for 6 months in soccer, I thought they could give a competitive game where they would stay within losing 3-0 to the men's national team. I remember when I came up with that. You remember how much I pissed off soccer people? I think Fox Sports Soccer got mad at me. Our boss said, I think you're crazy, and it's an insane take, but it's a take that elicits emotion, which really what he cared about. But I really believed it. I said coming off of that 18-inning game that went on into 3:00 in the morning on the East Coast, I said, if I'm Major League Baseball, I've got to take a look at this, because that from innings 12 to 17 until the home run was hit, there wasn't very much compelling baseball. And I think a lot of people just shut it off. And I think I don't know the sporting event that people are hanging in for over 6 hours, especially the sporting event that starts. And I'm not talking about March Madness. I'm talking about one game, one thing that lasts 6.5 hours. And in this sporting event, you completely took the most compelling player out of the game because no one would pitch to him after the 7th inning. He walked his next 5 at bats. And we know there is an injury issue, especially with pitchers in their arms in Major League Baseball right now. And they were about to have a guy who had thrown 105 pitches in 9 innings and did that 2 days ago. 2 days ago. He had done it Saturday. They had him ready in the bullpen on Monday night. And we see these arm injuries, all of them, terrible recipe. They have pitch count, whatever. They're trying to monitor these guys' arms, and we were going to do that. And then all of those guys in that bullpen, a lot of those guys had to come right back and pitch again really later on in that day, which was yesterday. My proposal was sort of, hey, man, we take these extra innings to about the 9th inning or about the 12th inning. I'll give you 3 more frames, baby, to see if somebody can push this thing across. I don't need a ghost runner, any of that. Hell, I'll add a ghost runner, but I don't need a ghost runner. Just get us to the 12th inning, and then they do what they did in that All-Star game, baby. You take 3 batters, everybody gets 3 swings, and let's hit that swing off. All right, home run derby swing off, and that ends the game. And to me, that would have been compelling if Vlad and Shohei Ohtani were there to hit. They got 3 swings to hit the ball out like they did in the All-Star game. Kyle Schwarber, that's the only thing I remember from that damn All-Star game. That would have been compelling to sit up there and see what they would be, who are the guys they would pick, what they would do. And don't act like it's – and I said people are like, this is stupid. They've been doing this for 100 years. Well, you know what they didn't do? They didn't used to 20 years ago decide college football games the way they do now. What is it in college football after 2 rounds of the ball at the 25, then they just go back and forth on 2-point conversions to decide the game? Like, that's what they do, back and forth. Like, they do now, they do strange things to get things off because it's more compelling. Like, to me, it's better. It was better. It's been a better TV product. The game would have been over a lot sooner. Nobody's hanging in there. The amount of people who I argued with yesterday, I said, did you watch the end of the game? I promise you 90% of them didn't see the home run because it's 2 a.m. It's 3 a.m. if you're on the East Coast. It has an injury component. It has a bad TV product component. Like, you can't come and tell me, Serda, and say, hey, man, this was one of the best World Series games ever. And many sports fans didn't stay in there to watch it. And to me, them going –
baseball's boring.
Well, that too, but baseball going past 12 innings, man, there's no need for it. Like, Serda, you are a casual fan.
18 innings is too much.
And Serda, they have to play the next 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
And they're about to get guys up that just pitched 2 days ago. Like, that's crazy talk to me, man. Like, to me, there's no reason.
It's just like, it's in the NFL postseason where it's like, hey, you just fight through it. You get through it because there's no tomorrow after this series. So it's like, just go. It's the World Series. You can rest up in the off season.
Yeah, but Serda, what are the odds and the likelihood that a football game's going to go 7 hours?
I mean, it wouldn't during the regular season.
No, during the regular season, but even in the playoffs, like,
I mean, it just wouldn't. Like, somebody would eventually get into field goal range. Like, yeah,
somebody would get a ties.
Ties just hardly ever happen in the NFL.
Or even if like we watched it, the Chiefs over the last several years have been involved in 2 postseason overtime games. One, it was compelling all the way through, and they scored the touchdown right as time either went out or the next quarter started against the Niners to win it all. When they hit McCole Hardman, I think they scored the touchdown immediately or pretty much as the time went out. And then when they played the Bills, they went down there and scored immediately. Right? Like, it just wouldn't happen in football, like you said. This shit here, after 12 innings, man, I know you, Serda, and I believe many more people. You would be much more compelled to hang in or get to the TV if, hey, coming up here, man, if they're unable to get this thing past the 11th and the 12th, after that, it's going to be a swing off. And Shohei Ohtani and Vladimir Guerrero and George Springer and all these guys, they're about Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, they're about to have a swing off. Like that would get, you may not watch any part of it, Steve, but if you got word of mouth, I think you would flip over and watch the swing off. In the World Series, I think you would watch because you get to probably see the best guys. Like you would get to see the like that to me would be more compelling and more drama. I don't think people would turn off the TV sets. This shit here, man.
That would be definitely more fun.
And it would be better the next day. All right, the next day we're not out here.
But the baseball purists would throw a fit then.
I don't give it. Yeah, I mean, but did they throw a fit when
they're the ones that are like, I'm the one that's grinding out this 18-inning game, and it's like, well, you're also the reason why no one likes your sport.
Yeah, and like, could you imagine sort of sitting there through those 18, like in the stands, just sitting there, like it was past midnight in LA.
I would have left.
No,
I would have left by about 15, I think.
If that game would have happened in New York, it would have been 3:00 in the morning on a school night. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, that's just stupid as shit, man. I'm telling you, Steve, I'd have been out and I'd have been pissed that I paid that and watched it because it's literally after 12 innings, man. Come on, man. Let's get this home run thing off and let's roll, man. Because I mean, we got to play 3 more games in a row like this. Oh no, man, I'm out. And as you said, baseball purists will go nuts. Well, you know what? They've been doing things to add to the game, and to be honest with you, sir, it's made it better. In all things that baseball purists would hate, the old pitch clock that has made the game go by faster. That has made the game have more action. And there have been people who pissed off. The amount of mound visits. The bases are bigger. The ghost runner. You know how gimmicky that is? Hey, man, 9th inning. Or after the 9th inning, we're going to put a runner on second base automatically. They're doing that in the regular season. Like that. Like there are a ton of things that happen in sports that has been changed that people would be rolling around in their graves, we thought, and it would be out. And this to me would be better. It would be better. Like, and I think people would be into it. They kiss my ass on that thing. I'm mad that my dumb ass stayed up to 1:30 in the morning. And I had to throw in the towel because I just couldn't. I couldn't keep going. I just couldn't. I'm like, hey man, it's 1:30. I got to get up and get these kids to bed, man. I'll figure out. And I had to find out what happened afterwards. And that's nah, man. I'm telling you right now, if Rob Manfred, now Rob may not give a damn because he's on his way out. But if baseball is sitting there thinking, hey man, we just had 18 innings, and these jokers got to come back and play the next 2 games. These bullpens, these arms, we're not going to see the best. These arms are going to look. Shohei played 18 innings and then had to come back and pitch. You could tell after a few innings he wasn't, like his legs were tired. You don't even get to see the best out of him. I mean, Vlad is limping all around the stadium because he just said that catcher caught 18 innings and came back to play the next day. Like, that's so fucking stupid, man. They got to figure something out. You gonna put ghost runners on and make bigger bases, then you can allow us to not go through 18 inning games at all. I'm good on that shit.